Hey everyone, so I'm going to show how, well, kind of a rough way how I made this. Let's get into it. Now, this isn't some sort of Phil how-to video, this is just how I did it. And for a first go, I'm kind of proud of it, even though it's not the best. I am going to obviously work on making a better one. I do have plenty of fur. I just have to get some more stuffing, and I have to go to the library to get some patterns printed out because I don't have a working printer. So first up, what I did was I made a pattern that was very basic. I just made a really simple one. I'll put a picture here, and I then cut the fabric to that shape. Now obviously this one's very narrow and it's not really that good. I just made this testing out the fabric and the machine and everything. I used the same machine you see right here behind me. It's an okay one. It's not a commercial grade one, but it works. So first up, once I cut out both pieces of fabric, I actually made the top piece, the blue fur one, slightly smaller than the bottom one, so it kind of makes it look a little bit more like this. So you kind of see how the fur's got more of a white underside than it does have a blue top on it. And yeah. The fur I used was very cheap stuff. I just got from AliExpress for a fairly decent price. I still had to pay quite a bit for it because fur is not exactly easily that cheap. That's why a lot of these sorts of things cost quite a bit of money, is because they use very good quality fur. I just decided to try some cheap stuff to see if I was any good at making them, and it turns out I'm getting there. I'm no good at hand stitching though, which is my main problem, so I'm going to have to practice a bit more on that. Yeah, I use very large needles so that I can actually hold them properly when I'm threading, but yeah. I used a piece of elastic for the belt hoop and a piece of just fabric from a pair of pants for the backing on there, and it worked alright, I believe, in my opinion. Obviously if I did better stitching it would look nicer, and it would probably be, if I was to obviously work on anything better, I'd make it a bit more rounder at the base so it sits up like that, and instead of being like flopped down a bit. But honestly, yeah, elastic for the belt loop was just what I had lying around, but yeah, I would probably go with a more tougher canvas, although it's going to be a little bit harder to stitch. It is going to be a little bit more stronger, so it's going to obviously last a lot longer, because I do have fursuit tails. I wear a little, like, purple one. You probably see. I'll put a picture of it up here. That I wear all the time. I wear quite often when I go out, and it's lasted quite well. It's not got much wear on it. I take good care of this. I do need to wash it soon. I should make a video on that. It's pretty much the same as washing any of the other furry stuff. Wash it in a tub of water, cold, with a little bit of not dishwashing liquid, just standard clothes cleaners, no bleachers, and just give it a nice rinse after you've washed it, and then dry and brush as you're drying it so that the fur stays all nice and clean and fluffy when it's all nice and dry. Anyways, I just used some stuffing from something I had. It was an old jacket. It's nothing of a major. Yeah, just some basic artificial stuffing does the trick for the inside of the tail. And I honestly think that it was pretty easy to do. It just takes a bit of time to get it, get good at it. That's the one thing that a lot of things take time at, is just got to keep at it. Yeah, this is why a lot of these things cost money, because a lot of work goes into them, and making the design to get this just right is pretty good. I do have a much better pattern that I am going to use for one. I may also try making one that's a much better design, and if I do, don't worry, I will be putting it out publicly for everyone. This is something that I like to do, is like if I make a pattern for this fandom, it's normally free. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, yeah. Sorry I didn't have any video of me making it, because I kind of wanted to make it without having any stress of me mucking it up. Yeah. But oh well, my friend's going to enjoy this. This will be the first thing that he's ever had that was given to him that was made by someone. Especially that's furry related. I really am excited for him. I will eventually try making some sort of paws at some point. Nice big plush ones like these maybe. I do have a pattern that was free to download, so that's something as well. But I do want to get better quality fur and a little bit better at hand stitching before I even attempt that. Because there are obviously a lot more stitching going on in something like this than in something like this. I can guarantee you that. But I do want to make myself some nice big fluffy poofy paws at some point, because these things are really nice and I really like the idea of them. They're so cozy and comfortable and so cute. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Comment below if you really enjoy making furry stuff. Maybe you have a different way of making things than I do, and that's respectable. Anyways, have a brilliant day. See yous all around.